So in this video, I'm going to show you how I used $100,000 of someone else's money to fund my stock options trading account. Now, to be very, very clear, again, there's not a lot of funded trading accounts or funded challenge accounts that you can get for stock options. There are some for futures. However, I sort of went around the other way around because I have some experience trading Forex and I got funded doing it that way. So I'm going to show you how I used $100,000 of someone else's money to fund my stock options account, which over the last 6 weeks, I've grown by 134%. So there's a lot behind the backstory, but I just want to show you how I got the funds to fund my stock options account. Now, I started learning how to trade stock options back in January, and we have an educator that's absolutely off the chain. She's super, super, super good. And because of that, on the last 60 days, I up in an actual live stock options trading account just about 60 days ago now, I think it has been. And I went live, and in that account, I've actually grown it from where I opened the account to where it is today by 134%. But I want to show you how I came up with that money, right? I like to play with a lot of money, but I started with $100,000, and I'll show you how I took some of that money that I got funded with and put it in my stock options account. So here we go. First of all, what is it? What is a funded trading account? Basically, a funded trading account is when you go apply to a company that offers what you might want to call a trading challenge, right? It's a challenge. And one of my favorite companies, or I shouldn't say my favorite companies, I haven't done a lot of them, but one of the companies that I've run across that is very, very good, I'm going to share that with you, can offer accounts all the way up to $200,000 to trade with. And of course, you can trade and go all the way up to 5 million as they promote. But we're going to talk about a $100,000 account. You can choose whatever challenge that you want. I would recommend, based on my experience, at least a minimum of $100,000 challenge account. It's going to give you more leverage. It's going to give you more working room. And I'm explaining how I do stuff. Cool thing about it is they even give you some trade ideas they can use. You need to have a little bit of experience trading. If you're brand new and you've never traded before, this could be a little bit of a challenge for you, right? So just income disclaimer, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Don't trade with money that you don't want to lose, you can't afford to lose, or if you just don't like to lose, right? This is not a get rich quick deal. Forex and trading isn't for everybody. You have to be at least 18 years old or something like that, I believe. But again, this isn't a get rich quick deal. If you want to trade, if you want to get into this community, you need to enroll into an academy that teaches you how to trade. I've got access to that. Like I said, one of the best stock options trading academies, one of the best educators I've seen in the last 3.5 years of my trading. If you want to learn how to trade, you need to do that first before you try to go out and do a funded challenge or any kind of other crazy stuff. You need to learn the basics first. So that to say this. Now, if you're experienced and you're watching this, you're like, man, I just want to come up with some extra money. You're in the right place. So check this out. So the company that I want to talk to you about is called FunderPro, right? And they have payouts from the first trade, no hidden rules. The only prop firm that funds you with real capital, daily payouts, 80% split. Basically, it's an 80-20 split, 24/7 support, no trading down, drawdown. Very, very cool, right? You can go in and choose a challenge. Now, the challenge is ranging anywhere from $5,000 to $200,000, right? If you decide you want to do this, I would recommend doing the regular challenge at least at $100,000. Some people say, I just want to do the 5,000. I'm telling you, you can do whatever one of these that you want to, right? You can do whatever challenge that you want to. But let's talk about the $100,000 challenge right now. Then I'm going to come back and give you a discount code to save you 10% off this challenge here. But basically, this is what it looks like if you were going to do a $100,000 challenge, right? One is your target profit is $10,000. And there, you can't just go in and do that on day one because you've got what they call a consistency rule. Now you can do it over 3 or 4 days where we'd say you do 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. You pass the consistency rule is fine. I don't recommend trying to go that big. I recommend a little bit smaller. But again, you can do it as fast as you want to. You've got to be careful. There's 10,000 here. Then there's a second phase 2. So you've got a total of $18,000 that you've got to do to pass to get funded. If you follow my direction, I shouldn't say my direction, if you follow my suggestions, you're going to do a lot better, right? So 1 to 100 leverage, minimum trading days is 1. You got to trade more than that just to be in the consistency rule. Trading on weekends, no. Profit sharing, no on the challenge, but you do get an 80-20 split once they fund you. It's $549 fee. Of course, there's a 10% discount code that I'll give you here in just a second. Phase 2 is free because it's included with phase 1, and you get refunded on your first payout. So when you actually go in and get a funded account and you make some money over here, they'll refund this back to you. So it's good. So just to understand that this is something I would track on a spreadsheet if I were you, so you know. I'm very conservative. It took me 2 times to pass this challenge, and it wasn't a bad deal because I understood where I was going. The first time I got greedy and I tried to pass it way too quickly. So I said, you know what? I need to be a little bit more conservative. I'm going to come in here and do this conservative way. The discount code to get in here. So the discount code is XTRMFX10. XTRMFX10. It's going to give you the discount code, $54. You can get in the $100,000 challenge for $494. And any of these challenges, like I said, I would recommend at least a minimum of $100,000 challenge. Trust me, you'll go this. You'll click here, you'll choose your payment method, you'll proceed to check out. The link for this to get enrolled is right underneath this video. If you'd like to get enrolled, it's somewhere around here. It's in the comments. I've got an affiliate referral link. You can jump in there and get referred. So another thing I like about this is they just added on is what they call a trade validation that's under the Funder Pro. You can come in here and actually take these trade ideas and implement them. Now you need to have a little bit of experience so you understand what if you're asking yourself right now, what's a buy limit, what's a sell limit, then you shouldn't be doing a challenge because you don't know how to trade, right? If you don't know what a buy limit is, a sell limit, a buy stop, a sell stop order, you don't understand any of that kind of stuff, you don't need to be trying to do a challenge to get some money to trade with because you don't know how to trade, right? If you don't know what this is, you don't need to know how to trade, right? Or you don't need to do a challenge. You need to have some basic education first. I would recommend, if you need an education platform, I would recommend the one that I use to get me where I am today. You'll love it, love it, love it. The educators are fire. They're very good. And I'm going to include that link below the video as well so you can get enrolled. And once you get the skills, then you can come in and do one of these funded challenges and get some money to trade with. The cool thing about practice trading, and when you're going through an academy, you can trade with a demo account, a paper trading account where you're not using real money, so you can get really good. So when you do come in and take the challenge, you'll actually pass the challenge, right? The cool thing about it is you're also going to get your own trading software with this. So you can see this is a $100,000 account here in a challenge. This is what it would look like when you first get it set up. You're going to come in and choose what you want to trade. So let's say, for example, you want to take this trade idea. You've got this challenge here and you want to come in and pass a challenge. You can take this trade idea. I've also got access to additional trade ideas. There's an additional fee for those, but this is all included here, right? You don't have to do that. If you have experience trading and you just want to get funded, then this is a way to go. If you're I'm going to say this again, if you're brand new and never traded before, don't do this. Don't do this because you're not going to win, right? You need to have some basic skills. So anyway, so let's talk about NZD USD. So you get the trading software that's included with this. You're going to come in and let's say you decide, like, I'm going to come down here to the trade validation. I'm going to find one of these trades in here I want to go with. For example, this one is live. It's actually activated. It says live trade. It's actually activated. The rest of these are sell limits, right? Sell limits, buy limits. So let's just say this first one, NZD USD. You can click on it, open it up. And the cool thing about it is they give you some general information. It's on the 4-hour chart. There's no clear information in it that is coming to an end, although you can read through these steps over here. It tells you can slide this up and you get a general idea of what it would look like on your chart. This was submitted at 10:05 a.m. on the 24th, and it looks like it's due to expire on October 25th, which is tomorrow at 9 a.m. So this may or may not hit. The cool thing about a buy limit or a sell limit is if it doesn't activate, you don't have to worry about it. So let's see if we can take some numbers here and move them over to the chart. So let me go back the screen. Trade validation. So I've got 0640 or 6040 as my entry. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put in NZD USD. I'm going to click on it, right? It's going to open it up and load the chart. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to my lower right hand corner and I'm going to hit the little up arrow and I'm going to choose penny. And it was 6040. I did this earlier. It makes it easy because it saves it. So I put in 6040 here. And then again, I'm doing a sell limit. So I'm going to check this red sell button. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put in my profit. Now, my profit was 59.70, right? 59.70 was my profit, my target profit area. It tells me if I hit this profit, it's $1,000, and I'm going to put in my stop loss. My stop loss is 6075. Down here on the bottom, you're going to have your lot. So when this first opens up, it's going to be a 0.01, right? It's going to be 0.01. You can show what that is, 0.01. 0.01, I'd earn a whopping $7 if this trade hits. How do you adjust this? I adjust it based on how much I want to lose, right? In terms of percentage wise. I don't want to lose more than about 5% a day on my trade. So I did a 1.5 on this trade. If this wins, right, simply means it's going to come up here, it's going to hit this activation, this pending order, it's going to turn around, it's going to come back down here and hit profit, right? Now this may have already happened. This may have already happened. It was entered at 10 o'clock this morning, so it looks like it may have already activated. It came up here. Anyway, it's going to activate. It's going to run down here again. This is on the 4-hour chart, so these are going to take 4 hours for each one of these candles to do what they do. It would be a pending order. It's going to come down here. It's going to activate at this area. It's going to turn around. It's going to come down here as a sell, and when it hits this area, you would have earned $1,050. If you do this 10 times, you pass phase one. You do it 18 times, you've passed both phases, and you've got a funded trading account. So you got to learn how to do this. Now, if it goes in the opposite direction, I've only lost $525. My maximum loss for the day is $5,000. So I've got, let me come back here to here. So you can see when you come down here, right? My maximum daily loss is 5,000. My maximum total loss here is, I'm sorry, my maximum loss is 10,000. My maximum daily loss is 5,000. If you do what I recommended here with a goal of with a goal of 5% of your total account, you're going to be okay, right? You just got to keep moving forward and keep plugging forward and realize this isn't a rush. This is not a speed. It's not a contest to do this. If you have a get rich quick mentality, this isn't the place for you to do this. So you have access to all of this stuff. You have access to the software. You can choose which challenge that you want to get into. Again, I would recommend a $100,000 or more challenge. You've got your discount code here that's going to give you a discount. You need to learn how to trade. If you don't know how to trade, doing a challenge is not for you, right? You need to learn the basics first. If you want to learn how to trade, there's a link below this video that says enroll into the academy. You're going to go there. You're going to choose the elite option. You're going to get enrolled into the academy. From there, you can choose to learn Forex and or stock options. They're both included in that price. It's a whopping $149 for the first month and $99 every 4 weeks after that. Very, very affordable to go in and learn. The classes are absolutely phenomenal. I personally would recommend, if you're brand new, to learn how to trade stock options, right? Learn how to trade stock options. And trust me, once you learn that stuff, passing the challenge is cool. It's not hard, but I can show you how to do that. You'll be able to work with me and hang out with my team, which is absolutely awesome. If you want additional trade ideas on top of this challenge, you're experienced, you want trade ideas, we can get you enrolled to the point where you get a cool app that's going to set you up and it gives you trade ideas. And I wrote them down. You get US 30 gold, crypto, NAS 100, oil, silver, S&P 500. I'll show you how to actually get into that app. Copy those trade ideas from expert traders. They're actually teaching the academy, who share their trading ideas with you, and then you can use that to pass a challenge. So what did I do? How did I get my stock options account funded? Well, I went in and I took a challenge, right? And I took that challenge. I passed that challenge. Once I passed the challenge, I went in and got it to the point where it was $10,000 in there, and I took that and I funded my stock options account with it. And that stock options account over the last 6 weeks has grown by 134% because I followed the instructions. And I learned how to trade stock options exactly as our educator teaches. If you're at a point in your life where you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn how to trade stock options, you want to learn how to trade Forex, click the enroll below and get enrolled in the academy. If you're at a point in your life where you've already got some experience and you just want some money to get funded, click the get funded link below, come in here, enroll, choose a challenge. Like I said, again, I would recommend at least a $100,000 challenge or higher. Use the code XTRMFX10 for your 10% discount. That'll get you in there and get you funded, and then go to work passing the challenge. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators and help you make a lot of money trading. We'll see you next time. Happy trading, guys. Bye-bye.